2017 Airshow in Melbourne. I'm Carlos. This is the flying show. State of the attraction right here beside me, the F-35A. We're going to get into that in a moment, but behind me, have a look at that baby. That's what it's all about. Hey! Now, of course, a major part of any air show has got to be the aerobatics, and so I take great pleasure in welcoming Skip Stewart. Skip, welcome to the flying show. How are you?
I'm doing well.
That's fantastic. And also, welcome to Australia. Is this your first, second, third, fourth trip?
This is my third time to the Avalon Airshow. It's been great.
As we are interrupted by the great sounds of the F-18, I think it is out there.
That's right, Sound of Freedom.
Yeah, exactly. We'll have to wait a little bit. Yeah, here we go. Now, what a glorious machine. Absolutely stunning. Not just a standard Pitts Special, a bit modified.
Yeah, it started off with a factory-built Pitts S2S, and then took it down to just the frame, and used that frame to build a custom airplane out of. And it is very special. I built it to fly exactly the way I want to fly. And so, having the unique ability to build the plane yourself, instead of having to tell somebody else what you want done, I think it makes it even more special.
Right. Now, I couldn't help noticing just below the ailerons here, you've got a little winglets on both sides. Do you do wind tunnel tests to try those things out, or how do you go about that?
No, just trial and error.
Is that right?
Yeah. I had about 15 or so on the other airplane I have like this to get them right. It's basically to make the ailerons lighter. So you can do different sizes. You can move them forward and aft. You can change the angle and get the aileron feel the way you want it. Kind of like power steering in a car. You can have it really light or have it a little harder. It can be lighter towards the end or heavier in the middle. So it's just trial and error.
Amazing. And funny you mentioned power steering on a car. This looks much like the hot rod of the skies. Is that right?
Well, that's right. I modified the airplane much like you do a hot rod, right? And, you buy a stock car and then you start modifying yourself, bigger engine and bigger tires. And that was the thought process behind it. Is like I built a hot rod airplane, an American hot rod airplane, so I should paint it like an American hot rod car. And that's where the design for the scheme came from initially.
And I noticed the flames out the front. Is that to do with the name of the aircraft? Is it Prometheus?
It's Prometheus, and the flames came first. And then a friend of mine came over to look at the airplane while I was building it in my garage. And his wife was doing Roman mythology, and she's a teacher in school. And she goes, "You should name it Prometheus." And I was like, "What is it? Who is that?" And she goes, "It's a rebel titan that stole fire from Zeus, gave it to man, and brought man out of the caves, and is responsible for math and basically the enlightenment of mankind." I thought, that's awesome.
It is.
Yes.
Well done, a great choice. And look, it is such a gorgeous aeroplane. A lot of fun to fly. And is it twitchy, very touchy?
No, well, it does exactly what you tell it to. And some people think that's twitchy because most airplanes are built to fly straight and level, and any input you give it is trying to make it do anything but that. And as soon as you let it go, it wants to fly straight and level again. This airplane does exactly what you want it to. It doesn't have any bad habits, but if you're a pilot that's used to flying an airplane that's going to do corrections for you, this one won't. So people think that makes it squirrely. But Curtis Pitts, who designed the first Pitts Special, he says there are no squirrely airplanes, only squirrely pilots.
Yeah, exactly right. And powered by?
It's powered by a Lycoming engine that was modified for me by Lycon in Visalia, California. The stock engine's 260 horsepower. This one's 400.
Wow. How beautiful. All right, Skip, we'll let you be. Thank you so much for giving us a few minutes of your time. Good luck. Enjoy the flying. Enjoy the weather. I think the weather's going to stay pretty good today.
It's going to be beautiful, yeah. And thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
No, it's our pleasure. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And enjoy it. And I noticed you got Oris watches there, which, here we go. Models.
That's right. Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah, good on you. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.